Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, wow. And wow, there's the three. Did I do three by threes? I think I did, in some form. Anyway, three is my favourite number. I'm rosboundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And it is Sunday, the 5th of January 2025. Wow, another day into a new year. We're moving along pretty fast, as we did last year. Things do speed up the older we get, I'm sure. Right, let's go over to the cards. We'll tap into our spirit guides, ask them to be present. And also, we have our own inner intuition and guidance as well. Don't forget that. It's called the gut feeling. All of that we know from within. So, here we go to the cards. And welcome to everyone in the Instagram world, the Facebook world, and the YouTube world, because that's where I am sending these live streams to. Now, there we have the cards. I'm just checking that all the streams are going as expected. So, mytimetv.live, Psychic Ros, Instagram, rosboundy on Facebook, the profile on Facebook, as well as the rosboundy YouTube channel. The Psychic Ros as well is there. All done. Cool. I've called it all out. Now, here we are with our cards. We've got the Rana George Lenormand deck. This is a wonderful deck. It's so beautiful. As you can see, it's quite an ornate style of card artistry, artwork on the card. And I'm just bringing in the guidebook that comes with this deck. As you can see, I will just open this because it's an easy to use cover. It's one of those magnetic latches there, and it has the two sides to it and a beautiful back to the card. I love it. Very nice deck. So we're going to zoom in to get a closer look, of course, to the cards only. The three that we're going to be looking at, just trying to get them central as possible. Now, there we go. I'll just check the comments because I know that I've got some here. And a good morning to Patty. Here we've got Patty saying good morning. Good morning to you. We have Michelle as well. A good morning, Ros, and everyone, happy Sunday. And that's the reminder. Yes, it is Sunday, which I have already mentioned, which is good. Did that as well. And good morning from Sharon to me and all. Lovely to have you all here. And Shaz, you're saying you love the Rana George deck too. It's gorgeous deck, isn't it? And I just forgot the psychic.online website link as well for where that can actually go to. And I'll pop that up on the screen as soon as I've got that available. Here we go. That's the one that's linking through to the YouTube. As you can tell, the Psychic Ros YouTube, you look for that one, or you can look for the rosboundy YouTube. I've got both active now. And here we are with the Facebook page. That's what it looks like as the page. Okay? I'm hoping I spelt all that correctly. Psychic.online. Yes, I did. Right, now the cards. What we have is card 20, which is the garden, I think, in this deck. I'm going to have to look it up in the guidebook. It has been a while since we've had that one from this deck in a reading. So 20, garden in the home space. We have I have a funny feeling this is the bedroom, the boudoir. Card 39. It is an extra besides what is the regular 36 cards in a Lenormand deck. Some decks do have extra cards. This is one of them from this particular deck. Rana George has put in a boudoir. We'll be finding that out in a minute. This is the theme for the day. So it feels really lovely and relaxing and sensual, doesn't it? And in the workspace, card 25, we've got the ring, which was the same position for this card yesterday. So, wow, we've got that one carrying its own theme again. So let's have a look at the cards. The guidebook, that guidebook to see what the others are. And, oh, good morning, Shaz. Luna says good morning as well. Luna is Sharon's lovely ragdoll kitten that she's had for a few months now, and she is, whoops, sorry, I pressed twice. She is a lovely kitty. Now, let's go and have a look at 39 first, since I do start these readings explaining with the interpretation from the central card first, because that's where the other two are supported by the central theme for the day in our home space and our workspace. So that's the why I do use the center card first. Explain it first. I'm trying to find it. It comes up with bed. So boudoir is probably just as good a word for it, but it has got here that it's the bed. So with the bed card as card 39, this enticing space features a sumptuous bed adorned with a plush array of multicoloured pillows surrounded by purple drapes and Arabian lanterns. There is an antique Arabian picture with a set of chalices and a vine of grapes as well as flowers by the cosy bed. So it certainly looks like we're in for some time of luxury and self-indulgence, that relaxing pleasures and whatever you would like it to be in your dreamland with a bed. It looks gorgeous. So here we have, there's actually 3 quotes here that are in this guidebook. So the first one is an Italian proverb, and it is, bed is the poor man's opera. So you can create whatever musical score you desire. Lovely like that. The second one is a quote by Samuel Johnson. The happiest part of a man's life is what he passes lying awake in bed in the morning. Is that the time that you have your best dreams or thoughts? I wonder. It's a lovely space to be in first thing in the morning, isn't it? Those moments of thoughts as your mind and consciousness awakens. And the third quote is actually given to Marilyn Monroe, or given from, which way do you say it? What do I wear in bed? Why, Chanel number 5, of course. It's not to do with the clothes, it's to do with the other sensory elements of smell, perfume, beautiful. Lovely how there is always going to be different perspectives on how we see our bed. Now, this card in a reading as our theme for the day today, keep that in mind, this is the main theme for the day. And a good morning to Cherie, first thing in the morning. Good morning, Roz, lovely to see you here. I don't think I've seen you before. If I have, welcome again. If I haven't, welcome as a new person to this stream. And yes, Sharon, you're in bed with your purring kitten. I bet Luna's keeping you company with that sound as well. And the texture of a gorgeous soft fur. Anyway, we'll get back to the reading. So the bed in a reading is, if you want to add this card to your deck, it will take the sex aspect and all the sexuality away from the whip or any other card used for sex. So it is obviously this is more around being a sex card. So there you go. I don't automatically associate my bed with sex, so that's all right. But I'm older, aren't I? More mature, more wiser, I think. It isn't the be all and end all. But I digress. Let's continue with what the book has as its guide. The bed is the sex card, the getting involved with, sleeping with and lying in bed with card. So it can also be about sleep, for me, take a break, a siesta, relaxing, unwinding, lie down, cool off, tranquilize a situation or put things to rest. It is your intimate self, the things you keep private or your intimate relations. The bed can also be about getting something in your hand, securing a position, a person or a situation, depending on the cards around it and the context. Okay, so I will actually mention this note that Rana has put in here. This card is part of my 4 extra cards. It's not necessary to include in your deck unless you're willing to free the other cards from the sex feature. The bed is the sex card should you choose it to be, but obviously it isn't the be all and end all. It does mean all those other things of relaxing and winding down, laying down, taking a break, sleep. Blissful sleep. Anyway, so this is bringing that sense of complete relaxation in whatever form or way you would like to express that. That's what I feel from this card. It is taking that break. It's enjoying that gorgeous coffee from that beautiful jug coffee. Is it a jug? Coffee pourer? Whatever. It was mentioned, wasn't it? Coffee pitcher. That's it, a coffee pitcher. No, the pitcher is the glass one, isn't it? I've got to reread this stuff properly, don't I? Antique Arabian pitcher with a set of chalices. So that's that's there. And it doesn't say about the coffee thing at all. Oopsie, but that's all right. You get the drift. It's going to send us, we're going to have that beautiful relaxed perspective in the background of our mind in the possibility of it being our physical state of being today in total relaxation, spending a lot more time in bed if we so desire for a lay down, or if you desire having some sexual play if you want to, as whatever. It brings that gorgeous energy of just being in space that you desire, in the way that your dreams might bring forward, or the way that you can actually put it into place and spend some relaxing time through your day. That's what I get from the bed card, the boudoir. Right, and Cherie is just saying Mary either. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's ether or either. Either. Isn't it funny how our language can pronounce the same word, pronounce differently the same word with slightly different meanings too? Thanks for that, Cherie. Cherie. I think that might be referring to how to say your name. I can't remember what I was saying before. Anyway, we're up to what is the home space. So we're in that home space, and card number 20, pretty sure it is the house, the home, but we're double checking now because it's with, no, it's not the house or home, that's right. I said it right first time. It's the garden. So I was right first time. Gosh. It is the garden because it looks like that formal aspect of beautiful water feature fountains with a formal pathway each side leading up to the home. That's why I said the home just then, but we're in the garden in the home space. So it's bringing to mind for me that spending time in the natural realm, even though this is formalised with landscaping and human design. We can spend our time in a garden that is absolutely natural, which is called the bush, or the woodlands, or the mountains, or wherever you decide you want to be in the natural realm. You could even be skiing on a lake or something like that, sailing, swimming, all sorts of different ways of enjoying what is our natural realm. So the garden from the guidebook is coming up with this sumptuous garden is strikingly inviting with its gorgeous architecture and abundant richness. And it is, the richness matches that is the boudoir, doesn't it? That gorgeous colour scheme of the lovely blues and the slight purples through the garden. Oh, I think there is. No, the reds. It's the reds of the flowers there. I can only just see them. Anyway, the quotes that we've got here, one is from Robin Williams, and it's spring is nature's way of saying let's party. It does bring forward that idea of putting lovely festooned globes and lights around the place and partying with that gorgeous fountain down the centre. And the second quote here is from Aristotle. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. I'm not sure what context that comes into with a garden, but it probably is that the natural realm is godlike, and it brings that sense of safety, security, and being able to actually spend a lot of solitary time in this space enjoying what is nature's creation. Beautiful. Well, ultimately it is nature that has its final say with plants and everything, doesn't it? And that is Mother Earth putting energy into growing things. Now, in our home space, this is, let's interpret with the reading. We've got in a reading, this card is, I'm going off track a little bit first. The garden represents a group of people, a gathering, party, convention, big meeting, get together, an event or society, and the public in general. So it is a public open space. The garden also talks about networking, playing the field, club hopping, or just being outside en plein air. I think that's how it's pronounced. It is the French saying for out in the open, out in the air, especially when it comes to painting and artworks. Anyway, it's also about groups, associations, and clubs. The garden brings in the factor of multitude and many, as well as wanting more. Okay, so in our home space, what we are doing is, well, if you're not just the single person in a home space, you are a family of some sort, and you are in community with that group of people that you call family in your home. So that what we're doing here is bringing more of friends and family together and celebrating whatever it is you want to celebrate, whatever you're partying about, or the friends could be of the type that are for networking. I don't feel that in this space today because it's not the business workspace. This is the home space. So we are going to have lovely family time today. Out in the open, have a wonderful barbecue. I think it could be absolutely that is rest and relaxing in that sense of a good old Aussie barbecue and that type of thing. Or if you're elsewhere in the world, in whatever way you celebrate that type of family get together, that is spending time with, well, I feel, because I'm food focused, I think it probably is not that I cook, I love to eat it. I think what it is just getting together with those that you love and spending time relaxing, resting in whatever way that you love to do that. So this is what our Sunday is today. And of course it's in association with the Eight of Spades, with the regular playing deck as well. This that is the boudoir, the bed, isn't associated with any regular playing card because it's extra to what is the Lenormand, so it hasn't got an association. There is the symbolism in the corners of these. I don't know what they signify or mean, so that might be something if you'd like to look it up. Now, with our ring in the workspace, very similar to yesterday, because it is in the workspace and it is those promises and vows that we make to each other. For those who may have missed out on yesterday's reading, I'll do the reading from the book again. And good morning, Joanne. Lovely to see you here. Ring card in the same spot as yesterday. Yes, just mentioning that as I pull your comment up. Lovely to see you here. It's holding the similar energy, but it's never going to be exactly the same as what yesterday's was. So I think for what we're seeing here, I'll read what the book itself has, the guidebook itself has, and then I'll do a little bit of extended interpretation afterwards. So a red cabochon ruby centers this gold ring with emerald cut sapphires on the sides, as you can see, lying on a soft whitish silk cloth resting atop a vintage wooden inlaid box. And I bet that box looks wonderful in its full view. If we could see it, we don't. The quote comes from Desmond Tutu. "My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together." And very appropriate for our workspace energies in this positioning of the ring again. So in a reading, the ring is the symbol of completion and coming together for a partnership, agreement, reunion, commitment, or a marriage. It can also be referring to a cycle or the Ouroboros, yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. The ring can also be about contracts and deals and anything binding or uniting. So the ring is a promise, but can be a trap with negative cards around it. That's just for the positioning of a grand tableau. We're in the space here of the work arena. So whether you own a business, whether you are working for someone else's business. That's really irrelevant. It is about that is earning your income, that is earning your livelihood, and the way that you spend a lot of your time through your day, through today, possibly. Now, even though you may not be at work today, it still is that binding factor of a vow or a promise or an agreement holds through, regardless of whether you're present in the physical workplace or not. So what we're getting here is that is, there has been a start. The sharing, the gifting of that promise is what it is, the start of the cycle. But what's the end? You may have something that is specific and defined, or you may have something that is going to last and last and last until who knows when. So it's holding that truth of what is that you've promised, what have you agreed to as far as your work. And I think really in the way that we have our structure of work, that it's not 24/7, 7 days a week for most people, that we do have times of rest. And if it is today that is your Sunday, that's a time of rest. Here we are, we've got that restful aspect of the boudoir, the bed, the dreams, that is playfulness in the bed, as well as the restfulness in the bed, connecting us to bringing times of rest and dreaming and everything into our workspace. We are entitled to rest from the work, and that's what I'm getting from this. It's that flow and continuity of, yes, we work, but today is a day of rest. Fully let go of anything that is to do with work, but hold the energy of that promise of what you are working for, toward, who you work for, all the rest of that brings you fulfillment, but rest for the betterment of all, and especially as we are gathering with family as the focus today. That's my feeling around what the energy with this particular spread is today. Okay, so hopefully that my interpretation helps you along with understanding what you feel from these cards and what you're getting help with by your spirit guides. What are the little messages that they're bringing to you from seeing those particular cards? Or there's something else that you might be receiving from some other type of symbolism as we've moved along in just this last half hour. Particularly, is it half an hour? Oh, not quite. I was a little bit late, but it's getting close to it. So I'm going to close there. And certainly there is, I've just noticed there is a spammer who is sitting in one of the streams somewhere on Facebook. So if you've seen that one, do the report for spam, block, all that sort of thing, because they're not welcome. It is so totally rude to be on someone else's chat doing those sorts of things. Unethical and etc. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me this morning, that I can share my time with you as well. I do feel blessed each time I turn on my computer, that I sit here with the cameras and sharing time and space with you, different understandings and ways that we can continue to grow as we share ideas as well, because you do share yours with me and I appreciate that. So thank you. And Michelle, lovely as always. Ros, thank you. Fully love and appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and have a wonderful day of rest, relaxation, interaction with family or whoever you so desire. But let go of that is the stressful work stuff, and just be you in that wonderful, refreshing, rejuvenating mode of a day of rest. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.